Triple net, gross, semi-gross. Sound familiar? If you're leasing industrial or office space in Burlington, those three little words decide whether your monthly cost makes sense or make you sweat. Most tenants nod through them, pretending they understand. Don't worry, you're not alone. Here's the problem. Those terms aren't filler. They dictate your real costs and risks. Ignore them and you could be signing yourself into a financial commitment that drains your cash flow faster than you can say hidden fees. I'm that commercial realtor, and today we're cutting through the jargon to decode what those lease types actually mean so you can protect your wallet and sign with confidence. Leases aren't just endless pages of fine print. They're the deal. In commercial real estate, the structure of your lease impacts your bottom line far more than the big bold rent number on the front page. I work every day with office and industrial tenants and owners, regardless of whether it's 2,000 or 50,000 square feet. These are the common misunderstandings I'm encountering. People focus on the shiny stuff: square footage, parking ratios, visibility, ceiling height, and glaze over the lease type. So let's break down the three main structures: net, gross, and semi-gross, into plain English with examples so you can make a more informed decision. Let's start with the net lease, most commonly found in industrial. Here's how it works. You pay base rent plus your share of taxes, maintenance, and insurance, TMI. Think of it as buying a car. The sticker price is the rent. All the extras, well, that's your TMI. And just like a dealership, that's where the real costs hide. Take a 20,000 square foot industrial building in Burlington. The posted rate is $15 net with a $550 TMI. That's $20.50 per square foot or $410,000 a year, not $300,000. If property taxes climb or snow removal doubles, you pay the difference. You carry the risk of increase in rent, however, there is clarity on those extra costs. Some strategies to consider. Ask for the TMI breakdown, not just the number. Look at history. Have those costs recently spiked? Negotiate caps on increases and admin fees. Yes, that's possible. Net leases aren't bad, they just require clarity. And that's where having a local commercial realtor, earns you real money. Next up, gross leases, traditionally found in office products. You pay one flat number for the term, and the landlord covers all the extras: taxes, maintenance, insurance, heat, hydro. At least that's the idea. Let's say you negotiate a 5-year lease of $32 gross per square foot for all 5 years. That looks simple. One rent, all in, no surprises, right? Here's the fine print. Unless otherwise stated, that $32 is only guaranteed for year one. Potentially, at the end of every lease year, landlords do what's called a reconciliation. They compare what they budgeted for expenses versus what they actually spent. If the costs rise, snow removal, utilities, taxes, yep, you guessed it, you'll get a bill for the difference. And the next year, your additional rent portion can increase to match those higher costs. So even though it's called gross, it's not truly fixed. It can change year over year. Interestingly, if it doesn't change, the landlord has added a good buffer for that increase in costs year over year. So while you will have a fixed number, it could be higher than the market as the landlord is running a business too. Regardless, it's still more predictable when compared to a net lease, but not immune to inflation or real-world costs. That's why I work with my clients and make sure we get a clear picture of costs and negotiate tighter terms in the actual lease with a capital L document. Finally, the wild card, the semi-gross lease, the hybrid that mixes elements of both. It pops up in older industrial buildings and some flex office spaces where landlords like a middle ground. You lease 10,000 square feet of office space at $17 semi-gross per square foot. The landlord covers taxes and insurance, and you handle maintenance, utilities, cleaning, and garbage removal. Seems reasonable until you find a little clause called the base year. That's the year the landlord locks in operating costs. Anything above that baseline, that's on you. Within that $17 per square foot rate, there is a base year of $6. By year 3, it's now $7.25 a square foot. That $1.25 per square foot jump is an extra $12,500 a year out of your pocket. So always clarify. What's in the base year? What are the historical changes? When is it calculated? Do you have the right to verify? Semi-gross can work beautifully if you know what you're signing. Otherwise, it is very easy to misunderstand. All right, for a quick recap. Net lease, lower base rent, potentially higher risk for rental increase, common in industrial. Gross lease, mostly predictable, all-inclusive, standard for office. Semi-gross, flexible middle ground, but double-check the base sheer fine print. It's not about which one's best, it's about which one matches your business plan, cash flow, and appetite for risk. And if you're a landlord watching this, the lease structure you choose also impacts your building's valuation when you go to sell. I'm that commercial realtor, an industrial and office expert. My job isn't just finding you space, it's making sure the deal behind it works. If this saved you a headache, hit like and subscribe for more no BS commercial real estate breakdowns. Share this with anyone about to sign a lease. It might literally save them thousands. I help tenants and owners structure smarter deals that protect their bottom line. My clients gain the edge because signing a lease isn't just about square footage, it's about strategy.